training an unsocialized dog from the dog pound how to behave in the dog park.
Hey, Prince.
What could possibly go wrong?
That's too much.
Well, I'm curious your opinions. Let's check it out. You guys are going to get a chance to see what it's like at the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho dog park. This is me training my dog that I got from the pound. I've had him for about 4 weeks. So you get to see how he still is learning.
Hey.
He's 17 months old, and how I will correct him during this process.
Not right now. You want to hang out with Prince? Hey, Prince, you got pretty eyes, dude. Yeah. The clean coat. Maybe I'll go give your friend a bath so you can look shiny like you. Yeah. That's some cool colors you got going on
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah. Come on, puppy.
Prince, wait.
Alright, I'll take him off.
No, yeah, you're good. It's good training for him too. I make him wait and look at me before he comes in.
Same thing. I have the same thing with
I've been
him
into
right
dog
there,
training
yeah.
for
Come on,
about
puppy.
40
Let's go.
years,
Have a good
and
one.
I've learned the most important thing is
Hey,
controlling the food as your number one training
at me.
tool, and second, entryways.
Okay.
So you'll see anytime I enter a location or leave a location, whether it be my house, whether it be the dog park or whatever, I will make sure the dog looks at me, gives me good eye contact. At that point, then I'll allow him to go in. Use opportunity, especially when they're excited. This is going to be one of the best times to train your dog.
Okay.
So before food time, always make sure your dog gives you eye contact before allowing them to eat. Do this, and if you just do that alone, I promise you're going to see some drastic results as far as your dog listening to you and just your interaction with him, the amount of respect he gives you, and also the security. When your dog knows you are the pack leader, it's just more secure, which means you have a safer dog. It's not going to try to attack people when you walk.
Ready?
If another aggressive dog walks by, your dog will be confident that you will protect him or her, and it won't be a reactive dog. So simply just a safe dog to be around. So I got Prince here from the pound, and I've had him for almost 4 weeks. He was extremely traumatized. They didn't know where he came from, but they knew he had been abused. They said he was one of the most extreme cases that they had. They've had him for a while. They didn't think they would ever find a home for him simply because he was so afraid of everything. Matter of fact, when I went to go see him, they told me no one had been able to pet him at all on the first visit. And so within a half hour, I was the first person that was able to pet this dog on the very first visit. And they were really encouraged when they saw that. Now, I saw all the good qualities. I saw that he wasn't afraid towards, the person he was used to. He just, had some trust issues. And I could tell this was going to be a really good dog. And so far, he's really proven to be just an excellent dog. He does, and you're going to see this later in the video, he struggles playing too aggressively with some dogs. Now, he's very submissive. He will submit to all the dogs if they correct him. But if they don't correct him, he can be a little bit, like a teenage boy. And he is 17 months old. I just got a DNA test. I sent it in the mail, so I'm curious. Drop a comment. What percentage? They told me he was Husky German Shepherd. So I'm curious, you guys, what percentage do you think is Husky? And what percentage do you think is German Shepherd? Or, whatever other kind of breed. You could even say maybe Akita or something like that. I noticed his coat is definitely short. And oddly enough, and I'm curious if you guys have ever heard this, I don't believe he sheds. So it's been very seldom I see any hair leaving his body. I've never had a dog that doesn't shed before. And so I thought that was interesting. I looked it up on the internet because I've never heard of it other than like a poodle, and then poodle mixes are famous for not shedding. Never heard of it on a German Shepherd or Husky or Akita or anything like that. I'm curious, guys, have you ever heard of a dog that doesn't shed like that? It has to do with he's white. I'm not sure. I do know a German Shepherd technically should never be white, and if they are, you can't breed them AKC. German Shepherds can be black and everything, but any kind of white marking is definitely counted against a German Shepherd. They're not supposed to be bred. I do have a health test coming, and so that'll be interesting to see how all that works out as far as his health and just overall his DNA profile. Watch when he plays with the ball, he'll throw the ball down, then he'll jump up on it and dive down. So I had him out in the snow and actually noticed this for the first time. when he would hear mice or something in the snow, he would dive down, and it reminded me of something I would see on National Geographics of like a wolf or a fox or something like that diving down in the snow. So I'm curious. I've never had a dog do that before, so I'm curious if your dog does that and how common that is. So I'll go ahead and just drop a comment if your dog's ever done that, or how common you think that is for dogs to do. So he definitely does that in the wild, but he also does that just playing with his toys. He'll drop his toys and then do a little dive. Notice this beautiful dog park here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where there's no mud. It's all just gravel, rocks, and then river rocks next to the river, fully fenced in. There's actually a wash station they have going as long as the weather is not freezing. Right now the temperatures are dipping down to freezing, so all the water is shut off until next spring. But definitely a beautiful place. You can see it's not overcrowded. This place is, even in the best of weathers, there's always tons of room here. You can see today there's only one other dog. There are a handful of dogs that come and go during this experience today. All right, here comes the first dog that came in. They're finally getting a chance to sniff. So you see the butt sniff. So this is actually the most polite way dogs meet each other, is to sniff their butt. So if one dog allows the other dog to sniff their butt, it's actually like a very polite handshake. The wagging of the tail can mean exciting. That can actually mean dominance or not. You can see the other dog, they did a little play bow. That's when they lower the front part of their body. He's trying to initiate play, but for whatever reason, Prince just didn't want to play with that dog. And that could have been because he was shy, nervous. I'm not sure. He never ended up playing much with that dog. All right, here comes a little corgi. I had to correct Prince a handful of times, and he finally stopped being too aggressive with this dog. So he's definitely playing. But at the same time, especially for a small dog, I don't think it's appropriate for a bigger dog to tackle them. So you'll see me correct my dog as he's not really listening. I have to go over there, and I lost footage as I slammed my GoPro against my leg. I just grabbed his collar and simply gave him a verbal correction. Now you'll see the corgi come up to me, and you'll see my dog actually run away, not wanting to antagonize the corgi any longer. He's able to give this dog some good pets, and then you'll see the golden retriever entering in. So another male dog with equal energy, and also maybe even a little bit bigger than my dog. You can see the initial face-off head-to-head, which could potentially be a challenge. They weren't sure about each other, but as soon as they did a little face-off, they realized they both were not a threat, and that's when they allowed each other to sniff their butt or bodily parts there, and knew, everything was safe, cool, and nobody wanted to fight. We're all just there wanting to get along. All the dogs are definitely friendly at the dog park today. I've noticed 99% of the time the dogs are friendly at the dog park. I'm curious, your opinion, have you been at the dog park? What do you think of them? I know a lot of trainers say you shouldn't go to dog parks. I think they're a good tool to use for training, and I do realize there are some dangers involved. And for one, it does make training harder, but it also enhances your training.
But
the best training is when there's lots of distractions around, especially random dogs that you don't know what they're going to do.
I got him from the pound about a month ago. They said he was 16 months old, so he's 17 months old. But I do know he's been to the dog park probably like over a dozen times now, and he will back down from any confrontation. Like if another dog,
no confrontation.
Yeah, and he plays rough sometimes, but most of the time he's pretty appropriate. He's definitely safe. If anything, he's just a little shy, especially towards humans. Takes him a while to warm up to people. Yeah, he was.
Good, easy.
Man, so when I found him at the pound, they actually didn't even know. He's a good-looking dog, but they didn't know if they could adopt him because he was afraid of everything. It's like nobody could pet him on the first visit. It took me like a half hour before I could pet him, but they said that had never happened before. He was just so afraid of everything. But as soon as I got him out of there, he really opened up, and he's still kind of shy. He's not, real confident, but he's not anything like he was.
When did they get him?
I don't know. I think they said they had him for a while. They didn't know where, his backstory or anything. They just knew that he didn't, he was really shy and he was just afraid of everything. But he's been a really good dog. He's definitely a puppy, so like I was saying, that's his biggest weakness is sometimes, you know, like with a little dog, he doesn't really, he needs to be taught that he can't be wrestling around with little dogs.
Well, I think this one should run faster than we have a harness.
Yeah, and I know he would listen too. If a little dog corrects him, he'll listen and back down. If, you know, if the little dog corrects him.
Really? Usually, Mordecai likes to do things. So he likes to stir things up with other dogs. And we give him education, you know.
Yeah. That's definitely in his bloodline.
I did have a retriever like her. And they're big dogs.
Yeah.
They're wonderful dogs, but you have to, they need a lot of training.
Yeah, if you get like a working line, a lot of them, well, most of them I think are working line dogs. So if you don't give them something to do, they'll find something to do.
Yeah, that's a purebred and that's a purebred. I'm not sure. Yours looks like it should be a purebred.
Oh, they said a German Shepherd Husky.
Oh,
I actually just got a DNA swab done. I sent it off last week, so we'll see exactly.
okay. Yeah, the husky takes the eyes, maybe.
Yeah, he's definitely in it. Well, some German Shepherds, I looked it up. I guess some German Shepherds have curly tails, but most of the time that's not a German Shepherd thing either. But
Oh, is it husky? They have curly tails.
yeah,
Because he got his bob when he was just a baby.
yeah, a lot of the herding dogs they'll do that just so they don't get stepped on and broken for
Yeah.
breed standard.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's good. We were so excited to come down here because we haven't been down here in a while, so. It's a nice day.
That is super nice.
Sure, how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
The whole month of November was rainy. And those dogs, the London dogs, they come up here. Come here, Mordecai. He doesn't want to come in. He forgot me.
Hey, hello, hello. He's having too much fun.
Just so long as he doesn't go over there in that park. That's where he did last time.
Yeah, my dogs escaped over there a couple of times with that big opening.
I don't have this one kid. I didn't want to do that. You leave him without your daycare?
What's that?
You leave him without your daycare?
No.
He goes wherever he goes?
Yeah, I do. If I leave him at home, it's never for long. He has a doggy door so he can get in and out of the backyard and house.
Good.
But I don't think he likes to be alone. I think even if he's in my Jeep, I think he'd rather be in my Jeep knowing,
It's secure.
yeah, he doesn't, whenever I leave him home, he's usually waiting right by the door on his bed like he did, I don't know.
I know, I put this one in the bathroom with his kennel, his boyfriend, his food and water. So if he comes here, could you get him? Could you drive him to food again? Sir?
What's that?
Could you drive him from here to food
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, he's like, what are you doing?
Finn, Finn, come here. Good boy.
He wasn't expecting that. He's like, wait a second. He's a cute dog.
Yeah, I just have to, I don't want him to get off there. He goes down the water, you can see him.
Leave it, no, leave it. Finn, Finn.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you.
Are you trying to round up your pup?
No.
Oh,
He
okay.
comes.
Okay.
I didn't want him jumping on the leash.
Oh, I got you.
When that dog went over there, he would go over there, and
Beautiful dog. How old is he?
he's 11 months.
Wow. That's a lot of muscle. Is it like they call him a European lion or like a?
I think so.
Because he seems a little
You
bit
know,
more muscular than.
Yeah, they breed the English creams and.
Oh, English. I think that's what I
yeah,
was thinking
I
of.
think he's English cream. I mean, he's English. That box your head.
Just a lot of.
I have
mass,
all of
yeah.
this paperwork, but I never.
Well, I think technically it's a golden retriever,
It is.
but then they,
It's light and dark and regular.
Yeah,
He's
but then-
a dark.
I think they, breed it, the more muscular, kind of like the Dobermans. They have, I think that's what I was thinking of. The European Dobermans, they charge more for them. They're more muscular, different bloodlines, technically same dog.
Right.
I think
right.
from what I understand, the golden retrievers are technically all golden retrievers, but
Yeah, those ones they have
Yeah.
the longer nose and they're like skinnier.
yeah, those are like the more American lines,
Yeah.
which are
I think it's the same way with the
cheaper too.
the
They'll charge-
labs.
Okay,
There's
yeah,
the,
I've seen some
the
beefy ones.
boxy
Yeah.
head. That's what I always had was a boxy head. I just like I had friends that had dogs from the same breeder, really liked their temperament.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Okay.
ended up with them. I really didn't care about all the other stuff.
Okay.
It was all about temperament. Yeah. He seems really nice. He came up to me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. He doesn't
I know
come
he
up to
said he
many
doesn't
people.
come up to people,
No,
but he did. I mean,
until-
just for a sec.
Now, once he gets to know people, he'll try to crawl on your lap, but until he knows you, he's very.
Does he talk like husky?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the first dog I've had that tries to talk. Yeah, yeah he's
They're
tough.
funny.
It is pretty funny.
They are a handful.
How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, Finn, easy. What's your dog's name?
Bohanna.
Bohanna.
Is Finn the golden retriever?
Yeah. He's a puppy and he's obviously a little Finn. He wants to play. He's not trying to be aggressive.
How old is he?
11 months.
Oh yeah, Bohanna's 7, 8 months now.
That's how Finn was.
Oh,
when
Prince,
he
too much, too much. In my mic.
Finn.
They're both. Hey, Prince. That's too much. That's too much. Thank you.
Big red.
Oh, wow.
Big red. Easy, Finn. Easy, bud. I know. You
No, you're right. You're right. The dog park.
He's parting. St. Bernardo is like so much slobber. I didn't realize Goldens had so much slobber.
This is a good dog park to come to in the winter, I think, because the sand.
Yeah,
doesn't
not
get
all
too
the mud.
muddy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the water, so there's that. They like to go in the water to get wet.
But not super muddy.
Yeah, it's not muddy.
Yeah, I thought the white color, it's the first time I've had a light colored dog. And as you know, and as I found out soon enough, mud, yeah, like it shows. Like, big. I was like, I wonder if it's like a white car. It's like, no, no, they get dirty and you see it. Yeah, you see it.
For sure.
Prince, too much. Ah, Prince, too much. Hey, Prince, hey. Ah.
There's a fine line between playing with dogs, you know. It's like a fine line between playing and getting too aggressive, you know.
Yeah, I think anytime.
As the
one-
video
if
wraps
one
up, I'm
dog's
curious what
uncomfortable,
you guys want. Do you
You know what
want
I mean? You can
more
tell, like,
content
if
like
she's
this?
like,
Do you
no,
want me to
she
talk
didn't-
less?
she didn't wanna
Give
run.
more detail, less detail? Do you just want to see the dog park footage? You let me know, drop the comments.